chosen ones, empaths, you see, some of us have been through intense devaluation, love bombing, smear campaigns, dragged through the mud, and it causes us to ruminate about the narcissist, right? Especially early on, especially just after a discard, or just after you had to push them and cut them out of your life. You'll dwell and ruminate about them, and it becomes an obsession, okay? It becomes an obsession. And I want you to understand something very important. This is a very important video. When you ruminate too much about the narcissist, it stops good things coming to you. It stops good things coming your way. You have blessings all around you. There are good people out there. There are kind people, right? But the narcissist has plagued your mind and infiltrated your mind so deeply that all you can do is see them and ruminate about them. Also, something very important is you've got to understand the reason behind why you're thinking about the narcissist too much. And I will touch on this in this video. It should help you understand in why you suffer severe ruminations, okay? Have you ever heard that when someone is thinking about you, you also think about them? Remember, if this is a romantic relationship situation, you've been intimate. You have soul ties attached to you. Demonic soul ties when it's classed with a narcissist. If you have soul ties with a fellow loving divine counterpart, that's something totally different. But there's also soul ties in that scenario too. But in regards to the narcissist, there's a cord between you two. So even if you haven't seen each other for long periods of time, you are bound by spirits. You are bound by demonic entities. And they are thinking deeply about you, which is causing you to ruminate about them. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. You've got to understand this. The intense rumination has to stop, right? I know you can extract good information from these videos. You can extract good information from plenty of videos in the areas of YouTube to do with narcissism. You can, but you need to really understand that the rumination is actually caused by the narcissist. It's caused by them thinking about you. By them thinking about you, it is causing them to put this negative energy around your life. It's causing negative, demonic entities to surround you and for you to be plagued by this realm. You have to understand the dark nature of these narcissists. There is some good in them, but they've chosen to side with Satan's army. This was all done pre-earth, pre-existence of man on earth. This was all chosen. As I say at the beginning of my videos, I say chosen ones, empaths, because you have been chosen to be beings of light, to be kind, to be caring, to be courteous, to be empathetic, right? To be loving, to be self-sufficient. They are chosen to be dark, demonic, evil, twisted, nasty, hateful, envious. The list goes on. Please understand that if you think about them, you're not alone with your thoughts. The thoughts in your mind is produced by them thinking deeply about you. You, chosen one, you, empath, are that grade A supply that managed to escape the clutches of the narcissist. And yes, the the narcissist clutches at straws. They will never forget you. They will never forget the impact you had in their lives. And I want you to take that information and understand. So many people in the comment section say, oh, the narcissist, I'm seeing them move on. I've seen them move on with someone else. They look happy to me. Doesn't look like they've probably forgot my name. This is what I've seen comments very frequent saying this sort of stuff, right? And I understand you. I get your point. But you're not looking beneath the veil. If you look beneath the veil, beneath the smoke screen, beneath the smoke and mirrors, the mirage of what the narcissist puts up, you understand what an empath really does to a narcissist. The empath always has the last laugh. The empath always has the final discard. Remember, they say empaths are codependent. No, narcissists are codependent upon supply. They're dependent upon the supply of an empath. They can't survive without it. And when you're viewing these photos of them in their new relationships, their new marriage, their new children, whatever the weather, right? You see them in these new scenarios where they're flaunting it to the world. It's the mask. We're the ones that saw beneath the mask. We saw beneath the veil. And you have to continue to see beneath the veil going forward. I hope you're with me, people. The narcissist only realizes your value after they move on. They knew you. All right, let me say this again. They knew your potential when they met you. They realized you were great. But because they devalued you and they put out your light a little, they began to look down on you. And they thought that they could use you as a stepping platform to step to higher and greater things. Only to realize when they stepped on you to those higher and greater things and greener pastures, realistically, when they went over there was a drought on that grass. That grass they climbed over for, that platform they climbed on you to jump over to that greener pasture, when they got over there, it was a mirage. It was nothing but a desert. There was no grass in sight, right? And then they were stuck there looking back thinking, what have I done? Remember, the narcissists burn bridges. They burn bridges. They smear your name. They do some of the worst types of stuff to people. So there's no way back for them. So that's why I say, lock, bolt, and weld that door shut. And that is a quote from a fellow commenter, fellow subscriber. It's a very powerful thing. Because I always say door slam. But that door slam needs to be locked, bolted, and welded shut. Right? You need to understand that the reason why these are so predominantly running around your mind is because they're thinking about you. They are thinking about you everywhere they turn. They try to turn their new sources of supply into you. They try to make their new sources of supply do sexual things that you used to do. I'm sorry to talk about stuff that's so graphic, but this is the truth. This is what they do. They are nothing but dusty little weirdos. Okay? So what I'm saying to you is, use the information you gain from these videos in the YouTube hemisphere, whatever you want to say, the narcissistic hemisphere, gain the information, use it. But I've made another channel, a spiritual channel, about moving forward, about healing, about self-love. And that is why I have made that channel. Because I want to make it just as important about our self-love, healing, and moving forward as it is for us to be aware about the narcissist. You see what I'm saying? Okay? So just understand that when you are thinking about them, when a thought comes to your mind, it's actually triggered by them thinking about you. It's actually triggered by them ruminating about you. They suffer with rumination too. You have to look beneath the veil, people. Honestly. I don't care if they went out there and they went to the new supply, they went and got married, they went and had children. If you're an empath, if you're a chosen one, they will never, ever get over you. And as time goes on into the distant future and you fall further and further out of the clutches of the narcissist's hands, because this is naturally what happens, especially if you were discarded by a narcissist. The narcissist suffers with dumper's remorse, right? Initially, when you were first discarded, you were hurt, you were chasing after them, you were trying to problem solve, you were trying to fix the problem. They were pushing you away. The further you heal, the closer they come back to you. So as you start healing and practicing self-love and getting on with your life, their ruminations become more intense. They want you back even more. But remember, they burnt bridges. They smeared your name. They cut ties. There's no way back for them. And you know the actual number one reason why there's no way back for them? Because a slick, sinister, demonic, dusty, weirdo narcissist will always try to find any little way in. You know what I'm saying? They're like a woodlouse. It's about us utilizing no contact, door slamming, bolting, and welding it shut. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session as well, you can find the link in the description box. Currently, I have a secondary channel, as I mentioned. It's more focused on a spiritual base and gives us a contrast of content to balance out the narcissistic content. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.